Good afternoon. How you guys doing? It's your girl Kashelle, aka Fit, here with a new video. This one is for the fellas, only for the men, but women are free to chat in. If you catch this live in the replay, hit the comments. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a little comment. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any other ideas for this video, anything I didn't cover in this video, make sure you do it, in the comment section. Shout out to everybody who's gonna catch this. Shout out to the Loc community, the Loc kings, the Loc queens. This is something I want to talk about, because at the end of the day, I feel like, there's a lot of attention and like there's a whole trend right now with the Loc community. A lot of people are getting locks. It's not just young people, it's just older people, people of all ages, all cultures, all backgrounds. And I feel like it's a very interesting topic, at the end of the day, because, again, I'm locked, your girl, I got locks too. So, I love the locks. This is my journey. This is my thing. So I'll be right back, guys. We're gonna jump right into this video. I'm gonna just load this music. I gotta have all my full attention, and we're gonna be rocking. We're gonna be vibing. Boom. Yes. All right. So here we are. Yep. So this is what we're discussing right now. Manifesting unleashing styles with men locks in 2023. Yes. This is what today's conversation is gonna be about. I really want to stick to the subject, and not go off, topic, anything like that. So, honestly speaking, dreadlocks have been around for centuries and been worn by people from different cultures and backgrounds. But, currently in recent years, they've been more popular among men, men and women, honestly speaking. So what's the deal with these dreadlocks? Locks, dreadlocks, people call it different things. What do you guys think? So some people look at dreadlocks as dirty, unclean, unkept, some people feel a way about dreadlocks, but at the end of the day, it's something that's been around for years. People, different cultures, environments have had dreadlocks. This is nothing new. So, again, let's get into the little mini history of dreadlocks real quick, real quick, real quick. So some people may say that, the whole history of dreadlocks goes back to ancient Egyptians, the Rastafarians, the Maasai people of East Africa. Some people may even say the Vikings, Indians, it goes back. It really does. Depends on, how you do your research. If you've done your research, and how far your research has taken you. But again, I want to show a picture of several men with locks. Locks is really something that's becoming popular. Men are becoming more groomed and well kept with their hair. Locks are not dirty, contrary to belief. People style them. They're free forms. There's the well kept maintenance ones. There's different kind of locks for different kind of people. They're all beautiful in their own way, and it's trending right now. Like, again, teenagers, adult men, older men, are all getting locks, and at the end of the day, it's like, it's a great way to not have to do your hair, have your hair, in the barbershop 24/7 or washing it so often. It's a great way to just, step out of, maintaining your hair so much eventually, after the locking stage. And more and more people are getting it. So it's like, what's really good with these locks? Like, why is it a thing now? Some people may say it's a spiritual journey, it's about strength and rebellion. But at the end of the day, there's different people that will say different things, regarding this conversation. But again, of course, me, I'm a lock queen, I love the journey. I always talk about, how much I wish I would have did it like way, way earlier versus, when I started it. But to each his own. At this point, my hair is flourishing and growing, and again, I'm seeing many men getting locks to the point where it's like, it's trending. So I definitely want to share my screen right now. I want to show you guys some pictures of some people that are getting locks as well, who have locks or who've had locks in different time frames, and they may not have them anymore right now. But some of them are fake, some of them are real. But these are some people, some men with some locks that are like, really nice, well kept, amazing, awesome looking, free form. Some are not free form. Like this first guy's, this is pretty neat. Got the side shaved down. This guy's a more little free form, long. There's so many different styles. This is someone just starting out, shorter hair. There's many different styles of locks. This guy here has some color in it, kind of like how I have my color in my hair. There's another style like the first guy, with the sides tapered down. It's really a thing now. This guy has lock extensions, but still, he has a form of locks. These may be called crochet locks, or these may be actually braided onto his head. Some people are just free with it. Again, like the lock journey is looking really beautiful on many people right now. Many people are embracing it. They're loving it. They're making it unique. They're making it their own. Some people are modeling with them. Some people are just living their average day in life with them. And again, it's a beautiful journey. It's not just for Black people, not just for African American culture. It's also Caucasian Americans, Asian Americans. Many different Americans get this type of hairstyle for different reasons. And I'm going to share some videos and some pictures via slides to show you just, some of those point factors I'm mentioning right now, besides other races outside of African American and Jamaican American, and African American people. Again, here we have a Caucasian man, and these are actually real locks. You can tell these are his real locks; they're not extensions. And again, it looks beautiful and embracing and loving and enlightening on everyone. The same thing for the women. Shout out to the lock queens out here in on the world doing their thing as well. But it's not for everybody. To each his own. And here we have the famous Jason Momoa, also known as Aquaman. He had a phase of having locks himself as well. Definitely one of America's sexiest men out there we've seen in TV and film. Yes, so the dreadlock game goes far. It goes deep rooted. It's not just something that's happening in 2023. It goes back to, some may say the Viking days, some may say the biblical days. Some will take it there. But to each his own. I'm not here to convince you, just to share and educate, my knowledge on locks, in all types of communities outside of African American and Jamaican American, people. So these were just a few of the pictures of men who I feel have some nice, appealing, attractive, well kept, well maintained locks. And this is just not Black men or Jamaican men or African men, but these are men of all different ethnicities and races and cultures. So that just goes further to show you that again, this is not just a Black thing. This is not just a Jamaican thing. This is not just an African thing. This is not just an African American thing. This is a thing of many different cultures. Again, it's spiritual for some people. Some people may feel like it's not spiritual, but to each his own. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for pulling up. Who do I have here with me? Good afternoon, Third. Thank you for popping through. Appreciate you. Salute, salute. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for coming through. Yes, so that's my personal opinion on the lock journey as far as men in culture. But again, the lock journey is not specifically just about again African Americans, Jamaican Americans, or Africans, who are coming from that part of the country or the world. It's many other people who have been known to have locks. Again, we're gonna go back to Rastafarians, of course, East Africa, India. There are other people. You guys just saw me show footage of someone of many different ethnical backgrounds having the same thing. And I'll actually play my intro slide once more. In my intro slides to this stream, you can actually see different men of different ethnicities in this video with dreadlocks. Most of the men in this video are from, Black and brown Latino descent, but there are some who are not, hence this first picture. Again, locks are called or looked at to be, dirty or negative. People may look at them as affiliated to gang or crime or, negative cultural, disparities, but that is not the case. Today in 2023, people are getting locks for different reasons. It's trending. It's easy to maneuver and to manage. It's not something that takes, a lot of maintenance once you're fully locked. And it's something that, you can just get up and go. Same for the lock queen. You can just get up and go once you're at that point in your lock journey. And again, some people choose to wear their hair super long, past their back, past their butt, past their knees. And some people like to keep it short, keep it cut nice and trim. But getting a little bit off topic though, so I want to just, stick to the script. I do have a little script going on today right now. So I want to also stick to the script. Men with dreadlocks also face challenges. Some people still associate dreadlocks with negative stereotypes, such as being dirty or unprofessional. This can make it difficult for men with dreadlocks to be taken seriously in certain things, such as the workplace. Hence what I just said, dreads are also affiliated sometimes for whatever reason as being dirty, not looking well, cute, or maintained, being a source to hide something in, or, just not pleasant to be looking at on the eye. And, that's not a fair statement. But, these are some of the cultural things we've heard about with people with locks, or, the things we've heard out in the workplace when people saw locks, or people been around someone with locks. These things have actually came up as things that, people have said to people with locks. Despite these challenges, many men with dreadlocks continue to embrace their hairstyle and use it as a way to express themselves. So if you're a man thinking about getting dreadlocks, go for it. Just be aware of the challenges you may face and be prepared to stand up for yourself and your hairstyles. I'm reading from my script so I can remember everything I'm talking about. So yes, that's very important because just like women, we go through those challenges, and again, you have to remember why you're doing it. What's the purpose? What's your goal? What's your vision? What's your dream? You can't worry about what people don't like on you if you like it on you. I'm 3 years in my lock journey. You guys all know that. I've definitely been inspired by many people that have locks, especially celebrity people such as Ty Dolla Signs, Lil Wayne, again, Jason Momoa. I remember him when he had those locks in his hair. There's a lot of celebrities, females, Lauren Hill, males, Busta Rhymes, who've had locks, and I feel like, wow, those are really cool. That looks super dope, interesting, and I love to see how sexy and confident men are carrying themselves nowadays with their locks. You see men, with the twist in their hair, or like a big old bun. You see a beehive. You see men with a nice, protective styles. Nicely tight and tucked, as I showed you guys. There's a couple of other pictures of really nice hairstyles on men that I think are really attractive and well kept and well mannered. For example, this right here. Again, this looks a lot like another one I showed, but also this one too. This is a very nice, elegant, professional male protective style where a man's hair is kept that way for a long period of time. Hold on. I have to show it again because I'm showing different ones. Sorry, here's the next one. Where am I? I have so many to show you guys. Is it this one? Another example. Older man with dreadlocks, very long. You can tell he's had his locks for several years. Well maintained, mannered. Nice beard, and you can tell he carries himself with grace. He's a well clean kept man. And his hair looks beautiful. It's not the negative, controversial thing you hear about men with dreadlocks and how they're this, that, and the third. It's not about that at all in this picture. This is showing there are nice looking, men when they put time to put effort into their hair. So I'm gonna try to make sure I show you all the ones I want to show you. I don't want to get too distracted, but I did have a few saved that I thought were really interesting. Okay, so I showed you all of those. I feel, yep, I have. Okay, so good. I'm back on topic now. So again, I would love to hear some comments from some men who's live in this chat. For those who catch the replay, I would love to hear some comments or opinions about what you think or what have been your experiences when you have engaged with men who have lots of any ethnic background, and what was that experience like, engaging with them? Were you attracted to their locks and not their personality and what they had to say? Were their locks clean and well maintained and mannered? Did it look nice and appealing? Was it a distraction? Did it take away from the conversation and the energy in the room? How did you feel? What are your perspectives? I've definitely had perspectives in situations where I've been judged on having an afro in the workplace and being loose natural and wearing wild twist out and wild hair, trying to meet the ethical codes of the employer, but being able to express myself in my wholeheartedness of my freedom of speech and myself being who I want to be with my lock journey. So again, this one is definitely for the men. There's been a lot of men trending, going viral, doing their own lock journeys from COVID, to now in the house, with the house with their wife or themselves or their daughter or someone who's a loctician. Um, there are men who go to locticians. My loctician has a lot of men clients. She has an Instagram. She shows you their process, where she does my process with my hair, with my locks, my color, my twist, my whatever. She shows that. So a lot of men go to Africans. When I get my daughter's hair braided in the Africans, there's always men getting locks and retwists in the Africans mostly every time I go. So again, men are really taking the time to keep themselves well mannered, kept up, into themselves. And again, it's not just the men with the braids. Now men are doing locks, just the same reason why women are doing locks, or just for other reasons why they're doing locks. And for some reason, I just feel like something about a man with locks, similar like the pictures I showed you with the older men, it comes with a certain kind of energy, a certain kind of positive confidence, groundedness for whatever reason. For me, and again, I'm not saying they're more desirable, but just a certain energy about a man with locks, as far as how he keeps them, how he cleans them, how well mannered they are, and even if they're not well mannered, they're not clean and they're not kept, it's like the confidence, the aura it brings with every man or every woman once they're fully locked on their lock journey and they're trusting in their hair and they're believing in it and they're walking in it and they're owning it and they're strutting it and they're feeling themselves like It's something about the energy that's really confident and king-like and queen-like, and you got to be around a person to just experience it. So shout out to all the men on the lock journey. You guys are looking amazing and awesome. Like, I love to see all these young boys, under 18, above 18, in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 60s, in their 50s with the locks. It's really cute. I love it. Like, this channel is definitely dedicated to, my lock journey, and I want to just make sure I shout out the men, because I see I have a lot more men subscribers and viewers, than I do women. So I'm like, all right, this is for them, because I'm listening, I'm hearing, again, men and women both, share the likenesses of having locks and everything like that. But again, we both wear it differently. I feel like men wear it well. I feel like women wear it beautifully. And it's especially a very attractive, aspiring thing to do for me, in my opinion, because I'm on my lock journey. I'm gonna keep saying that. And it's so freeing and feeling. And I feel like you won't understand it until you get into it. I've had perms, I know men who have perms. I've had afro, I know men who had afros. I've had braids, I know men who have braids. So men and women, we often, overlap, do the same things, and, buy the same products and services and go on similar journeys, but we just have different perspectives on it, as a male and a female would. So that's it. That's all for my video, guys. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. Shout out to the men, talking about the confidence and grace, and the well mannered keptness of men on their life journeys, and how they're looking, how they're doing their hair, with the confidence and the the aspirational, the spiritual journey may be, for those men. And just taking a look back to the roots of, the cultures and where it originated from and things like that, just to have some knowledge. But that's always a debate. So again, this is not the debate section for where did it originally originate at. That's up for controversy. Again, we just know for sure that it just definitely did not just originate in the Jamaican and the African culture. It has been around for many of hundreds of years, and other cultures have worn it. Whether they have done different styles to it, whether they have colored it with paste. Whether they have tied it up, away from their face. It did not just hit 2023 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 30 years ago. It's been around for hundreds of years at this point. So peace out to the Loc Kings. Shout out to the Loc Queens. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're catching this live, please comment live. What you think about this video. If you're catching this in a replay, comment replay. Ask me, anything you wanted to ask me that you didn't get a chance to ask me because you weren't here. But that's it. That's all for me. So peace out, y'all. It's your girl, Kashelle, KK Fit. I'm up out of here. I want to shout out the chat real quick. Let me see what I got in the chat before I wrap this up. Shout out to Irby Fatal. Hey, Irby, how are you? I have something for you. I'm happy that you're here. I made this banner for you, Irby, because I feel like you're the bomb.com, and you always hold down the chat when I'm by myself, when I'm not by myself, when anyone else is going live. You're always in the chat, making sure everyone is good, keeping the algorithm going. You're monitoring, you're holding down the chat, you're checking people, no matter if it's one person in the room or 100 people in the room. So that was for you. I know you're going to start your channel, and I just wanted to shout you out with that, because you do an amazing job holding out all the chats, even when there's no one in here with us but crickets. That's probably more me than everyone else, because my channel is so small. But thank you guys so much. And again, shout out to Third World Columbia. Make sure you like and subscribe to his channel. Representing the Dirty Dirty. Shout out to Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, representing the BX. And shout out to the Herb. That's all, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for coming through. Again, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Share this on your channel for me. I really appreciate that. And this is for the men, talking about pretty much, manifesting unleashing starts with men and locks, and just how men are gracefully wearing their hair, how they're keeping it up, how they're doing it, how they're styling it. It's not just Black and brown and Latino people, it's other ethnicities and cultures, and it's more than a spiritual journey. Some people, it's just a trending styling kind of journey, and it looks great on everyone, because everyone wears it with a certain confidence and grace that's just their own, and no one's locks looks like the other people. And it's just great to see how people are keeping themselves up, especially the men right now, especially the men, as far as all that they do every day that they don't get acknowledged for. So this is for the men with the locks, keep them up, looking good, however you wear them, free form, non-free form. This was definitely for you guys. Make sure you guys show me some love on this video. I really appreciate it. That's it. That's all for me. Hopefully, guys, I catch you guys this week on the Wine and FaceTime. Peace out. That's it. That's all for me. So have a good one.